Yes, currently the fixed income market is in a state of change. Unprecedented amount of fixed income issuance in the trillions of dollars has happened in the last couple of years, and these positions are now held primarily by the buy side. Due to regulatory changes within the market, the dealer community's balance sheet has shrunk as what they can commit to, both providing liquidity and holding overnight positions. So what the concern we have now, what our clients are concerned about, is if we have some type of market event, how will we be able to get out of these positions? Because long gone are the days where the dealer had the balance sheet to take down huge amount of paper. So what our clients have talked about and what we've seen in the market is they're looking for alternative means to get their trading done. So we have what didn't exist several years ago was these bond ETFs. So we do know that there are thousands of CUSIPs that trade every single day in relatively small quantities to provide smaller liquidity in a subset of CUSIPs. But what we don't have, and what the larger money managers need, is the ability to do block trading. So what we've seen in the market to change how fixed income trades is some entrees of new players in the market, like Liquidnet, who's been an equity trading house for years, ITG, also an equity crossing platform. I think there's something like 60 systems currently either in production or coming to market to facilitate the trading of fixed income. And for those like myself who've been doing this for a while, this exact scenario happened back in the mid-90s when there was over 100 trading facilities launched to trade fixed income. Only several survived, like the TradeWebs, the MarketAxes, the Bloombergs. So here we are almost 15 years later, and the same scenario is happening again. We have new players coming to the market in the hopes of filling this niche. But what has changed from 20 years ago is this situation where, doesn't matter what side of the pond you're on, MiFID, Basel, Dodd-Frank, you simply cannot hold these giant chunks in inventory overnight. It's not economically feasible, and nor is it very profitable. So I think that's the main concern we see on clients. Like right now, everything's fine, but if we have this big market event, what happens when all of the buy side goes to door at the same time? And so that is a large concern, and we have a tendency to have larger clients. So no matter where you go in any of these conferences, the question is, how do I get my business done, and how do I get it efficiently within the confines of the market? So even like recently, there's something called Project Neptune, which has, I think, 18 buy-side shops and a dozen sell-side shops. And the really large players like the Fidelities and the Putnams and the PIMCOs of the world, as well as the bulge bracket broker dealers, to come up with some plan to somehow get in touch with the liquidity. Because they know that the buy side owns the bonds, the sell side wants to put them in touch, and give you the ability to do block trading within the confines of the market without having some giant market dislocation. So it's definitely a state of change. To a certain extent, everything old is new again because we had this 15 years ago. Except this time, we really feel like with the newer players, you're really getting to see kind of the equitization of the fixed income market. They want to trade electronically. Even people who've been digging in their feet know that to a certain extent, they're going to have to start trading electronically. And in some instances, it's going to be mandated pretty soon. So I think it's been a tremendous amount of change, and we're looking forward to hopefully providing solutions to the people that we need to help.